used to be able to just click live on Streamlabs and I would go live. But now I have to click live on Streamlabs and then click live on YouTube, and then it will actually go live. Are we live now?
We are, in fact, live now.
We are live. Okay, cool.
Woo!
Woo! We're live. Hello, everybody. We are live. We're gonna start in a wee bit. We're gonna start off with Yelan Pulls, which I'm not looking forward to.
It's gonna be super exciting.
Yeah.
They seriously cannot be worse than mine were. So just you're good.
No, they could be worse because I could not get Tainari, and you got Tainari, and I want Tainari. So.
I did. You know what? We'll talk about it in a bit, but I'm actually really, really excited. I totally didn't want Tainari until recently, and now I'm super stoked.
But now, do you want Tainari? No, I'm not. We're not going to get into it.
We are going to steer
We're
the
gonna
ship
sidestep
way. Captain Beto is taking us all the way around that topic. We are just going to steer very clear.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Beto. Yes, please.
This is so strange. We are 100% live, right? Not.
Well, I see us. It says the stream is starting soon, but I do see it.
Like there's
on
a
YouTube.
there's a thing. Okay, cool. I just wanted to confirm. Okay.
I have the volume turned all the way off, so it's not echoing in my head. But yes,
we had that problem before. With a whole other tab of the stream running in the background that I didn't realize for our very first stream.
That'll happen.
Yeah, so that was an interesting debut.
It was.
Yeah.
Good times.
Oh man, that was like 8 months ago.
Was it really?
Well,
Wow.
because GL is hitting where we were in JP at the time, right? Our first stream was me doing the COD raid. And then the second one was the Ash Ramu, which if we had a normal schedule, we would have been there by now, right? So,
Wow.
yeah. Time flies.
It does.
Oh, hello there, Omar. Having some discourse about the Shrek EU. Is there a Shrek extended universe? Is that what the new Puss in Boots movie is considered? I thought it was all part of the same thing. Now you have children. Have you seen the new Puss in Boots movie?
I have not. Although, truthfully, I haven't seen the first one either. So
Oh man.
Have you seen any Shrek
living.
content?
no. So yeah, I saw Shrek back when I was taking my high school girlfriend's little brother to see Shrek in the movie theater.
Right.
But yeah, I've seen I think all of the Shrek movies, but I have not seen the Puss in Boots movies.
Right.
Wait, did you say movies like plural?
Yeah, he's got multiple movies. Puss
I
in
thought
Boots
this
is-
was the first one.
Yeah.
No, there's at least I knew there was at least one more, but I have not seen it. I'm sure my kids would love it. They love Shrek. I mean, who doesn't love Shrek?
Yeah, who doesn't love Shrek? Yeah. Let's see if I can stretch this. Oh, that's not the right thing. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, that's a little bit bigger. It should show up on stream. Okay.
Make Beto bigger.
Yeah.
Just Beto.
Oh, good lord, he's at it
Great
again.
she is.
There, let me click.
She's still steering the ship around the spicy topic.
Exactly.
Good that you brought her to the stream.
Look,
so we
it's like
steer
there's like this
clear
albedo
of stormy weather.
Yeah, this albedo. Why am I saying albedo? Al-Haytham Beto. Oh yeah, Al-Haytham and Beto is
I think that's why
albedo.
you were saying albedo.
That's their couple name? Are we gonna ship them now? And this is the albedo ship.
This is where I jump off. This is where I just go, okay, I'm done. You guys have your shipping podcast, and I will.
This is great. This is the content that people come to watch for.
This is what, Beto and Al-Haytham chasing each other.
Yeah.
So
like
while we are letting people join and get ready, what's your aim here on your polls? What are you hoping for?
So originally, and it may still be the case. You know, I was going to be like, okay, I'm going to pull for Yelan, and then I'm done. But then I'm seeing everyone being like, oh, I'm pulling C1 Yelan, and C1 Yelan lowers her ER requirements, and I'm like, oh,
It really does.
That's-
by quite a lot.
It's a really big deal. She generates a lot of particles.
yeah, because like everyone always talk, you know, like Hu Tao needs her C1, but it seems like Yelan also really wants her C1 here.
She does and she doesn't. And we can get into it in a bit.
Like I'm gonna have
think-
her on a fully maxed Fav, and I'm gonna have her on Emblem, right? So like,
If you're on, well, you can do that, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely nothing wrong with it. The moment you have C1, Fav, I'll say it this way because I don't have a better way to say it. Fav loses some value on her once you have C1.
so
but
if I get C1, I have to pull Aqua, is what you're saying.
no,
yes,
you
yes, that is
definitely
what he's
don't.
saying. You
but-
definitely do.
Look, I'm still feeling the pain from my own pulls last night. I did get C2. I did get Aqua. It was a terrible journey to get there. Incredibly disappointing journey to get there.
Yeah. What's her
I
C2 give
feel
her?
that.
Her C2 is what ups her hydro application pretty significantly. So every couple hits, she's going to do an extra hydro damage, and it does not share the ICD. So
I
it
see.
means her hydro, she does more damage. It's a pretty significant amount more damage too. I want to say it's about 20% more damage. But she also gets about 25% more hydro application.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if you the example that's always used is if you want to play her as solo hydro with Hu Tao, her C2 is really kind of required to make that work really well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I'm not planning to pull Hu Tao, so at least in that regard, it's fine.
I find it entertaining that this little group here is, I don't want to say anti Hu Tao. Well, Lion might want to
I
say
am.
anti Hu Tao.
I'm
I don't want to
definitely
say,
anti-Hu Tao.
I don't want to say anti Hu Tao.
I'm not anti Hu Tao. It's just like if, you know, primos are a limited resource, you know, of all the units that I want to pull, I already have a lot of teams. Yelan is an enabler of teams. Hu Tao is a unit you build your team around. I don't need another unit I build my team around.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, like I have a lot of drivers. I have like 15 different hyper carry units. So I need as much support for like I've got Sino, I've got Wander, I've got Ito, I have Al Haytham. Like I have a lot of hyper carries. I don't need more. I mean, Hu Tao is in a hyper carry, I think, but
What's your Singchu situation over here?
he is C6 already.
Okay.
Yeah, so
How about
Beto is
any of the 4 stars work for you here?
Beto is C3.
Okay.
And Ningguang doesn't matter.
That sounds about right.
She's perfect at whatever constellation she has. She doesn't need them.
You could have stopped it. She's perfect.
Yeah.
She sits there at level 20. Got my
Excuse
fate
me?
from leveling her up to 20, and
I think that's where mine's at. Let's see.
actually
Excuse
So I mean,
for
my
folks-
Beto's there too. So.
have you guys done the character demos yet? Like
I've done them all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Hu Tao is very lonely.
the
Where is mine?
honestly,
Yeah, I
I
kid.
came the character demos set it up where the character who felt the best in their demo was easily Ningguang. Like night and day, Ningguang and everyone else felt terrible. in
Big
that
agree.
I thought
Terrible
Xingqiu wasn't bad.
showcase. Terrible showcase for a lot of units. Xingqiu was fine. You know, Yelan was fine, but not great. Hu Tao felt awful.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
and
but
the,
she's
thing-
alone.
the
I
thing
don't know
is-
why they made her alone.
the sad part about that is that Hu Tao can actually be very fun to play, but solo, not even sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll roll into the pulls here. Because
oh.
I'm itching to pull. Yeah.
Hang on just a second.
Okay.
I noticed a mistake, an oversight, if you will.
On.
One moment, please. There we go.
What did
Mistake
you do?
rectified.
What did you do?
I moved us over.
Oh, okay. Oh, so I mean, they definitely heard our audio. Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's fine.
It's just so that we're not interrupted.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. So here's hoping my first pull goes as well as Lion's first pull went.
It was pretty blessed.
You,
I
yeah,
won't lie.
you don't get any room to talk.
Yeah, I know.
was,
That's what I was saying.
Look, did you know how many dories I got out of my pulls?
I was so excited last night doing my polls when the second 10 poll was a 5-star, super early. I'm really excited, and it's a D-Loot constellation.
That is not.
And that just
very
set the
exciting.
tone for my entire evening.
Yeah.
That
What,
I was going to be missing the 50-50.
Okay,
What's
that
it
was
do?
pretty close.
Hey, there you go. Now let's see, is it going to be a D-Luke?
Yeah.
Right? Like this
Let's
is.
see. Is it going to be Tenari?
Yeah.
Is it going to be Jean? Are you
I
gonna
just
get
hope
that
Oh,
Jean
it's a
constellation?
Fav Codex. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Fav is really good. It's a great Nahida weapon. Hey,
That's
there
that
you
diamond.
go.
That's
There
that
you
diamond
go.
background.
Okay.
See, now you're definitely going for C1.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so because Jeff didn't answer the question,
It was pretty cheap.
is it C1 or is it Aqua? No. The
I'll
answer
answer.
is C1. It's C1.
I'm gonna answer the question.
Yeah.
It's C1 because Aqua doesn't add much value unless you have C1.
Yeah, I mean that's how I read his read of it, anyways. But
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely in there. It was, you had to read between the lines, but it was definitely in there. There's just not value to having Aqua if you don't have C1.
The real question is C1 or Hu Tao?
C1.
I'm
I
not-
still say C1. Look, Hu Tao's a carry, right? Like, but the
look,
whole reason I'm
that's
not
half
pulling
a pull right there. Oh wow, look at that.
the whole reason I'm not pulling for Hu Tao, aside from how badly I got the crap kicked out of me on my Yelan Pulls, is that I just don't need another on-field unit. Like, I don't have a way to use her that I
Yeah.
would actually play her.
That's fair.
Well, all three of us hit
oh, no.
early.
Oh,
you
no,
guys,
that's
you guys
depressing.
both got Yelan. I got D-Luke. I lost for the chat. I lost 3 50-50s in a row on my Yelan pulls. It was really fantastic. I did pick up a Tainari, which was cool because I'm excited to build Tainari now. I also had a wish that I was going to pick up a stray Kuki Shinobu C2, and I actually did. I was super excited when that one hit. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's very
okay,
lucky.
That's winning.
I got my Kuki C2, and that was a big win from that. Also picked up Kale C6, which
I
win
guess
some, lose
I
some.
guess that's something.
I mean, that's fine. She's adequate.
For what it's worth, I'll take a 4-star constellation that I can use, right? I had C6 on Beidou, Ningguang, and Xingqiu already, so it wasn't like I was going to get anything from the 4 stars on this pack.
You're getting half a pull every time you do though, or is it just a full pull?
You get a pull. You do. You get one
it's like
wish.
It's
You
10%
get a one
back.
wish.
10%
One wish
is
refund.
nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Speaking of wishes, I wish that you had C6 Ningguang.
I might be getting there.
He looks like he's heading in that direction. He looks like
we're
he's heading in
going
that
there.
direction.
I don't know.
She's great.
But she's C6 now. But
there you
I
go.
think before I got this Yelan, I lost 3 50-50s in a row between Wanderer and El Haytham. So I definitely feel you there.
Let's see.
I identify.
I think I'm at least 4 losses in a row because I know I lost on Al Haytham, and then it's 5 losses in a row now because I had gone back for Ayato C3 lost a 50-50 on the way to that. So I am at 5 consecutive 50-50 losses.
Yeah.
For my pulls, I had not done any wishes since All Hatham. So I got my Yelan on the very first wish. So I got a very nice little back-to-back. But I lost literally all of my other 50-50s. I lost for C1. I lost to Jean. I lost my 50-50 for what do you call it? Pulling for Aqua. I lost both of those and went for the hard pity. I lost my 50-50 for C2.
That's rough.
I don't know. Yeah, that was like getting Yelan when I did the very first one was the first time that I've won a 50-50 though in a hilariously long time because I lost all of them for Raiden and Ayato.
It's
rough.
yeah. There's not much worse than when you get on a streak of losing 50-50s.
What's it gonna be?
And All Hatham, I lost to as well.
Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Very first one.
There he is.
Can we get a C2? Can we get a C2?
No, those were single pulls. That was my
single.
last.
That was a single
pull.
I know. That was beautiful. That's like my that was like my engulfing from the Raiden and Ayato weapon banner. That very last single pull where it's like I got nothing else. This is it. I've drained the tank.
So $0 spent. So I win Hoyoverse.
You definitely win. That's 2 50-50 wins. I had 3 50-50 losses. And by the way, that D-Luke was the only early I had. I even had some go into the 80s in terms of wish count, which was just that was rough. It was really rough.
Is he on now?
D-Luke's on C2 for me.
Oh, okay. That's not mine's
I picked up
C2.
It is. It's Jean and Kuching have been my big getters of my 50-50 losses. I've got C6 Jean, C4 Kuching. D-Luke is C2. Mona's C2. I also got a Chi-Chi, but I really didn't want to talk about that. That was C1 Chi-Chi. So, like, where everyone talks about Chi-Chi being the one that shows up all the time, like, I'm on C1.
Yeah, see, so you're lucky.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it.
Yeah.
That's
I haven't been
the way
cursed
we're
by
gonna frame
Chi-Chi too much yet.
That is the way we're going to frame it. It's all I
Maybe
got.
she'll be really powerful with Baizu.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it would make sense that they pair well together, right? They're co-workers.
Exactly.
Just like how Zhongli and Hu Tao pair well together.
See, perfect.
Yeah.
Flawless comparison. Makes total sense.
If Chi-Chi applied cryo at all and could generate any particles, like, she'd be a great unit. Tons of fun, but no particles, super long cooldowns, applies basically no cryo. Like, what's the point?
Are you saying that she's like Cryo Shinyan? Bad.
Yeah.
Are you saying?
Yeah,
Shinyan is
I mean, Shinyan applies way more pyro than Chi-Chi applies cryo. Like, way more.
I really hope that whatever they end up doing with the kit for Dea, which we have no
idea
information on whatsoever, I really hope that she ends up being good and not very bad. Like,
I would love for
Chi-Chi.
her to be really good and not really, really, really insanely awful. Like, that's what I would.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
Why would they make a character that's very popular not good? That seems weird.
I mean, look at Yelan. Yelan is Omega popular. I don't think it's all because of how good she is. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I don't think the first thing people notice about Yelan is the strength of her character. It's not the
They
first
see
thing
those dice and they're like, "Wow, I'm sure that has a lot of follow-ups." Seems
Got
pretty
those
similar to
2d6.
Sing Show. Yeah.
I'm known as like the resident non-anime fan in this game. I might be the only person who plays this game. It's like I don't really like anime, but the one anime I actually enjoyed was Cowboy Bebop, and to me, she's just seriously they cloned Faye Valentine and put her in the game, and it's cool as hell. I'm totally here for it.
I do really like her aesthetic. Between her hairstyle and her jacket. Those of you in chat who are familiar with One Punch Man, she's very, very reminiscent for me of Fubuki, who is hands down my favorite character, along with Faye and the Major from Ghost in the Shell. Very, very big, like, femme fatale vibes. Very, very, very here for that. She looks so cool.
100% agreed. Yeah, very, very cool look. Very, very cool attitude. Definitely a fun character to have in the roster.
I kind of want her to get a costume. It would probably have to be a 5-star costume. Wearing the jacket, like
With the
actually
jacket
having it
actually on.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
The scribes work the same,
That'd be pretty cool.
which is exactly why
I hope they wouldn't force that to be a 5-star costume, though. I don't know. Maybe.
Here we go. I'm going to convert all of my Animo things into Hydro one.
These are like, I'm done. I've done the Animo thing. I did
Yeah,
it. There we go.
well, I mean, I guess I need to build Sucrose and Venti. So I still got a lot of Animo
Yeah,
units
you
to
definitely
build.
have a lot of Animo left
Yeah,
to do.
yeah. But for now, I don't need that. Oh God, how do I get to units? Okay, here we go.
Sucrose is a little further down my list, which is unfortunate because I really like Sucrose. It's just really hard for me to invest in Sucrose when I have Kazuha and I have Venti. And it's like, why would I use Sucrose? Literally just fun.
Yeah,
That's the only reason.
Okay, well, she's 80 out of 90. I'm not going to get her to 90 yet.
She is my second level 90 character on my account. I went ahead and took her all the way to 90 yesterday.
Oh wow.
Well, she scales off of HP, right?
Right.
That is her thing. And HP, unlike attack, grows pretty significantly between level 80 and level 90. So it boosts her HP a fair amount.
Yeah.
So now that she is C, I guess like the thing is like, what party am I using her in? Is like the next question.
Well, she's ultra versatile. So there's I mean, really comes down to any party that can use good hydro application, and has someone doing a significant amount of damage in one slot is gonna do really well with Yelan.
Yeah, pretty much any party where you would ever think, hey, you know who would be cool here? Sing Cho. Almost.
Yeah.
any.
Yeah, but I heard I want to put them together.
I mean, you definitely can.
There
It's
is
a lot of hydro application. It's a lot of extra damage. It's a lot of damage buffs, personal buffs, damage percent and
Let's see, let's
interrupt
put this
resistance.
one.
the big win
Healing.
putting them together. Like no
Oh, yeah,
doubt,
for sure.
they complement each other really, really well. I think that surprised a lot of people, but I think it's they are absolutely like super complementary. A little bit like I'll hate them and Nahida, right? Where they just work super well together.
Yeah.
Well, he is
All those scholars
her,
in the academia
like,
are prime
she's his boss, right?
I suppose that's a good way to think of it.
Is
So it's just like Hu Tao and Zhongli.
We're just gonna keep
Circle
coming
of
back
life.
to that.
Yeah.
Keep coming back to that well. That's his thing today. It's just like Hu Tao and Zhongli. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, truthfully, Hu Tao a little bit like Zhao. I would not want to play either of them without Zhongli. I'm sure some people do and have a great time doing it, but these are characters that destroy their own HP pools and burn through stamina and you got to somehow survive. Yeah, I'll take the giant Zhongli shield for that. So I did a bunch of work on the artifacts before. I used what I did is I used D-Luke as my template because he also has crit rate as his ascension stat. So I could put things on to D-Luke and see approximately where is this going to end up, just adding the crit damage from Aqua Simulacra.
Right.
Worked out pretty well, but my whole artifact situation is a complete nightmare. I have the worst luck in the emblem domain. It's terrible. I get terrible artifacts in there. Meanwhile, my Yao Yao is on like the greatest healer artifact set ever for Yao Yao. She's practically got 100% crit rate, like tons of HP. It's nuts. And it's all on Deepwood. Why? I don't know. I just got really lucky. Oh, I like
Hydro bonus, right?
I like that 50 subs and Trevoid pulls for Aqua Simulacra.
Oh, great.
I'm down for that.
This is yeah, we'll see.
I'm down for that. Hang on.
I mean, it's not a bad thing, right?
Let me get my wife and all my kids to use their accounts. Let's get that going.
Yeah, you know, like let's boost it. I don't. Yeah, who cares? Get it all up. Inflate the numbers. I want HP percent and ER, right? Those are the two most important things.
HP percent and ER. Yes, those are the most important. And of course her crit stats. And especially if you're going to run Fav, you'll want to make sure you've got enough crit rate. I just got a note from Lion. His power just went out. So he's going to be
that's okay.
Away for a few here.
Okay. Hopefully he gets his power back.
Well, while you're building, where do you want to take us?
So I was definitely thinking like next we'll hit up the Abyss. I'll do my Hyper Bloom Alhaitham on one side, and then do something else on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but I wasn't sure what the other side should be. I was thinking, for Hyper Bloom Alhaitham, I could slot in Yelan there. But I've heard the first half of floor 12, you want a lot of not getting knocked around. So I was thinking Xingqiu's probably better than Yelan in that instance.
Absolutely. Yeah. The 12-2 left side, first side, whatever we're calling it, is quite rough. Quite rough is the way I'll put it. Alhaitham is a beast there though. When I did my 36 star clear, I really struggled a lot with the left side. And I don't remember what team I was. I think I was running Raiden National on the left side. A real struggle. I just kept getting caught out, kept getting killed. That you get knocked around a lot, which means and it's not even just the interrupt resistance isn't even the problem. You get knocked out of Bennett's circle pretty darn easily. So it was really rough. Went back with an Alhaitham team and just mopped my way through. So it definitely caters to Alhaitham for sure.
I don't have a... And what is my thing at... Where's my equipment? Oh, here it is. It's +5. Okay. So right now, I don't have any sand equipped. And I'm sitting at 199 ER with 46 crit rate and 50 crit damage.
Yep.
So I guess I want HP percent on my sand.
Yeah, I would go HP main stat on the sands. You're already at 200% ER, which is a great place to be.
Well, that includes the Fav, but
yeah, but you're at 200% ER, and you're going to be generating Fav particles.
Yeah. So let's sort by HP percent. So I'd probably want HP percent and then ER plus double crit.
That would be ideal.
That would be ideal.
You'd be loving life if you have that. Your crit damage situation leaves something to be desired.
Yeah.
You 50% crit damage is
I mean, a lot of my
not gonna
artifacts
get it.
aren't like fully leveled, although they're not leaning into to crit either. So,
Wait.
ER plus both crits is on this Shimenawa piece, with flat attack being the fourth.
I mean, flat attack's a throwaway for everybody, so it's not any worse of a throwaway for her. That's a great stat line for Yelan.
So let's see how this goes.
All right, I'm hoping for you. My artifact situation on Yelan is still problematic. I got a lot of work.
First
to do.
roll is flat attack. Okay.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah. You know, well,
The way it goes.
one out of 4 chances is guaranteed.
There you go.
Okay, let's see. Number 2 is ER. Okay. Not bad. I mean,
You take the ER. You
Yeah.
take the ER. I mean, you don't need a whole lot more of it, but you still take it.
Yeah, I mean, if I get enough ER, maybe I throw the Fav off of her then, because I already have her C1, right?
At this point, though, like I think the question becomes, what else would you run on her?
Flat attack again. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
What else would I guess I could do like Skyward Harp.
No. No reason to run Skyward Harp. Skyward Harp is a high base attack, low
ER again?
substat weapon.
Okay. Oh, I see.
So Skyward Harp is just kind of like it's wasted on several units. It's especially wasted on.
Yeah. I really don't have that many bows, right? I have like sack bow, fav bow.
Well, the interesting thing is there's not many good bows. That's kind of the issue, right? Like I don't think you're gonna have a better 4-star option than
Crit damage.
fav.
Okay. How good of a roll is 7% crit damage? Is that a mid roll or?
Truthfully, I don't know off the top of my head.
Whatever, it's fine. So 2 rolls into flat attack, but 2 rolls into ER and 1 to crit damage. I think that's good.
It certainly could have been a lot worse. I mean, here's the thing. It's got 3 stats you can use. It's a great starting point. Will you replace it at some point? Yeah, probably. It's a great starting point.
Glad his phone was charged. Yeah. That sucks, Lion. I'm sorry to hear about your power going out there.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, this circlet isn't really doing anything for me here. It's crit rate.
No, that's definitely problematic.
Yeah, not.
But you need that crit rate, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unless you had a crit damage one with a great crit rate substat.
Let me go to emblem, and then let me see here. So my crit rate options are the one I currently have on Raiden, which has a lot of defense percent, attack percent, flat HP, and ER. So
yeah, that's better. It's better on Raiden with that nice attack percent boost.
Yeah. The crit rate that I have on my Shangling, which only useful stat is ER.
Yep.
The current one I have on, another one that has no useful stats. What about this one? No, also nothing useful. Wow, my circlets are.
This is a rough setup you got going.
These are not good circlets. Maybe I shouldn't have leveled the off piece for the HP percent sand, and should have gone with the circlet. That probably would have been the better thing here.
Might have been.
Let's see what my crit rate circlets are. Remove the HP percentage, and let's go from the top. Okay, so we're not going to take the Wanderer. Wow, that Wanderer one is pretty good. At least, like, it has 2 main stats that are useful.
Yeah, HP and ER on there. No crit damage, though.
No crit.
That's
no
a
crit.
rough spot to be in.
Yeah. Look at this Alhaitham one, though. That's a looker right there.
Ooh. I remember that one. I
Yeah.
remember that one making
We
us
built
sad
that
when you
line,
put.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember, and I'm amazed that you're still running it. It's
Yeah.
really disturbing.
This is the quality of my gilded pieces.
Well, and this is maybe a decent segue here into another element of the conversation. But I've been saying that I think I am likely to be taking a break from pulling for a while after my horrible luck. And I'm actually really looking forward to getting to hyper invest in some of these units, right? Really get my Alhaitham into great shape. My Ayato's in great shape, but Raiden's not great. Yelan's not great. Alhaitham's not great. I want to get Yao built. I want to get Tainari built. So I think I'm gonna unless something crazy happens, we see Dia's kid and she turns out to be the most amazing unit ever, which I would love. Unless that happens, I think I'm gonna be taking about 9 weeks away from pulling on anything. I got Cookie C2, which is like the puzzle piece that was missing on my account at the moment, was not having Cookie C2.
Yeah, that's a good ad for sure.
Yeah, that was a
because it
win.
increases her duration, right?
Yeah, it makes her E have 100% uptime, which makes her just even better for Hyper Bloom than she already was.
Yeah, I'm looking for ER crit damage and an HP percent, right? That's the ideal. Triple.
If you're on a crit rate circlet,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because there's this one wonder that is ER and crit damage with EM. That's one viable.
That's a pretty good looking one right there. Yeah. I mean that's pretty solid.
Everything else is not. Just thinking here if I can steal something.
I mean, H right now, just given where your ER is now, she does have emblem on, which is helpful, right? 4-piece emblem will let her scale some damage off of VR.
Yeah.
But you're in a really good spot for ER, and so if you had HP and crit damage substats, HP percentage and crit damage, that would probably do you better.
Take priority.
Yeah.
3 hours until you're back up. Damn,
Oof.
that's rough.
That's a rough time. I don't know how it is by you. We get the standard window. They always tell us it's 4 hours. It's gonna be out for 4 hours. It might be out for 20 minutes. It might be out for a day, but they always tell us it'll be out for 4 hours. It's like, this is the statement that we have no clue how long your power is going to be out.
Yeah, I mean, our power is usually like very stable. The last time we had a power outage was on Christmas Eve. We had everyone did in North America, had like the storm of a century, right? Where all those,
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I hope you weren't flying.
Not only was I not flying, I was out here in California where what we got was rain, enormous buckets of rain.
Oh no! So you guys had flooding issues then?
Yeah, we did. And for what it's worth, though, we'll take it, honestly, because we are desperate for rain.
Yeah, I mean, you guys
just
have
absolutely desperate.
Too, right?
Oh, it's constant. I mean, I've lived out here for 12 years. And for 1 year, they have said we're not in a severe drought.
Yeah.
When I first moved here, people would tell me, "Oh yeah, you're gonna get the rainy season over the winter," and I'm like, "What is this rainy season you're talking about?" I tell my colleagues at work quite frequently that we haven't seen rain in 9 or 10 months, and they're like,
God.
9 or 10 months? I'm like, "Yep, it just does not rain here." Outside of a couple months a year.
Well, I'm actually supposed to get quite a lot of rain tomorrow. 15 to 20 millimeters.
Well, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah. I am getting like combinations of ER and crit damage, but no HP percent and crit damage.
Well, beggars can't be choosers at some point.
Yeah. Well, I'm just rolling at least to the 4.
Oh yeah. Always a good option.
Applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all.
Oh, flat defense. That's great.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
There is no role that is less exciting than flat defense.
Yeah.
Like you see that flat defense role, and it's just like there's no one who.
Oh, there
wants
we go.
this.
Okay. Is EM any use for her?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. She even in a hyper bloom team, she's not going to be the trigger. If you run her in a Nilu team, she can end up being the trigger, and of course, EM's always good. It's such a niche use case. No, she doesn't care about EM.
Yeah.
Your worry on this one is the attack is useless and the EM is largely useless. But again, you've got HP percent and crit damage, so could be good.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
I mean, here's the thing. The interesting thing about this one is if it rolls some crit damage rolls,
There's a
you're
crit
golden.
damage roll. Okay.
If it rolls HP, you're golden for Yelan. If it rolls attack and crit damage, it's a great piece for someone else. So like this is kind of a win-win to put some investment into.
Yeah.
And if it keeps rolling crit damage like that, you're gonna be loving life. Like this is all looking good.
Let's see how this goes. I'm a little bit. Oh well. There's a third roll. Okay, this is not looking.
Look
too
at
shabby.
that.
Okay.
You get one more, you're gonna have a really cracked crit piece here.
Yeah. We're almost there. Okay. And HP. Okay. It rolled
All right.
into. So this is the Yelan piece.
That is a Yelan circlet right there. That's
okay.
you could not have asked for much better rolls than that for Yelan. You should be feeling real good about that one.
Okay, time
like
to now invest back into an emblem HP percent piece.
Yes, I'll just have to reject them all.
So a little bit of wasted EXP on the other one, but I guess that's fine.
Should be.
So now we're going for double crit HP percent, right? That's the ideal, if possible.
HP percent double crit with
right.
ER. Because you want an HP percent main stat.
Oh yes, you're right. So double crit ER is what and I don't have that. I just realized I was looking through all of them, and I don't have that many HP percent. So
You probably won't.
yeah, because I threw them away. So
No surprise there.
yeah, I have no options.
I saw a crit damage in there.
Yeah, a crit damage being the only stat there.
I mean, the others have defense and attack. That's all
Yeah.
throwaway for Yelan. So
Did I get lucky? I got a C1 with all of my resources, which is very lucky. I lost
I mean,
zero
I
50-50s.
think I was gonna say feel good about that. No
Oh
50,
yeah,
50
I
losses.
feel very good about that. That's
know,
incredible. I
some
was not
people-
expecting that. at
Some
all.
people lost 3 50-50s. So
Yeah.
I don't know how those people are feeling, but I bet it's pretty damn
I
bad.
remember when pulling for C6 Faruzan, I lost 2 50-50s for Wanderer along the way. So that's why I have a C0 Wanderer. So yeah, it's kind of crazy the differential you could have.
Applications lately.
Yep. It can get you. It can definitely get you.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess my only option for onset HP percent is just crit damage being the only substat, which sucks. But
Yep.
we rolled into it the first time.
Here's the thing. Just remember that she's going to scale real well with that HP. You're in a great spot to be able to run an HP Sans.
Yeah.
And still have, I think you've got over 200 ER. So it's a great place to be for Yelan right now.
Yeah. It just doesn't feel great when you're rolling into flat attack and flat defense.
It doesn't. It never does. It never will.
All those scholars in the academia are prime examples.
Although I've been getting very lucky on these EXP rolls. I've been getting like multiplier after multiplier on this.
Yeah, you have, which I just never see. So it's,
Although, honestly, I'm probably just going to switch this piece off of Zhongli. Because 21% crit damage is better than this 13% is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he can take the 18% for the slightly weaker shield.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm not even gonna bother wasting the XP. So yeah, I guess this is my Yelan. She's sitting. Wow. Okay. Not the best ratio here, but
Crit damage situation is still pretty problematic.
crit damage is not great. But 200. Oh, also her feather is not built, and her flower is completely not built. So if we switch to this, we would want ER crit damage, I guess. We don't want crit.
What was your crit rate situation? You may still want crit rate.
65.8.
If you can make one of those a crit rate, crit damage piece instead of an ER crit rate or ER crit damage piece, you'd probably be happy with that.
Okay, so ER double crit is over. So there's a double crit. Let's see if it'll roll into ER or HP percent.
Either one, and you'll be feeling good.
So not great. So we'll skip that one. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. ER crit could roll into the other crit. Rolled into HP percent. Okay, that's workable. Oh, but it's only crit damage. It's fine. Rolled into flat defense, of course. Yeah.
Why wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't it?
I'm looking forward to you tackling this this new abyss. I really want to see if it frustrates people as much as it frustrated me when I first jumped into it.
My biggest issue is I don't know where to put Yelan. Okay, this is, I guess, becoming a very good Yelan piece. It is rolling a lot of HP percent.
A lot of HP.
And I'm also very worried about my artifact EXP at the moment. So we'll see. Here's hoping it doesn't cap out. And crit. Okay, cool. So that is
that's pretty solid.
That's a feather. Okay.
That is pretty solid.
So now we're looking for a flower, and we want crit, double crit, and HP. Double crit,
double crit and HP, ER. Like, I mean, that's what you're chasing on any of the things. So.
Yeah. Where's all my good things? I mean, I have a pretty cracked ER flower on my Shangling. At 21.4% ER plus the bases for the crits.
That is wow. That is serious business.
Yeah, that's a lot of ER there. This Raiden P. Oh, it's attack percent. Yeah, I don't want to get that off of her.
No, definitely not.
No. This could roll. Let's see what its fourth roll is into.
Which is exactly why I took the position.
EM. Not what we're looking for. Okay. Kind of upsetting, but we're moving on. Crit HP percent. Okay, so if it rolls into either crit or ER, we're good. And flat defense. Sick.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the stat of the hour here.
Yeah, of course. Always flat defense. Okay, so we're not going to get a 3-piece line. If we look at where my stats are now, it's 58, 112. So what do we think is more important of a crit stat here? Or do we?
I would go double crit.
Double
if you
crit.
can.
Let's see if I have.
I would choose double crit.
Let's see if we have a double crit here. I have a double crit attack percent.
I guess I'll just have to reject them all.
I mean, a double. Yeah. Double crit attack percent. If it wasn't already so heavily rolled into attack percent, I'd be like, go for it. But
Yeah.
already gave you at least one roll into attack percent.
Yeah, there's a crit rate with ER. Let's see what this one rolls into.
You just keep adding those bonuses. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah. And maybe there's like an event going on that's increasing the bonus.
Sure.
Because
Yeah,
I'm not
that's what it
I'm
is.
not used to this either.
It only applies to you, though.
Yeah,
it definitely
exactly.
doesn't
It's
apply
the
to
streamer rate up.
me. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I got to broadcast from my own setup.
Yeah,
this time.
exactly. I'm not seeing anything here. So I can take this piece off of Raiden because I'm not using Raiden right now, anyways.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you're not using her, then it's not doing you any good over there.
Yeah. So rolled into crit damage. Okay. That's
I
good.
say get some crit rolls and you'll be feeling good.
Wow. Okay, these multipliers are kind of out of control. I do.
Unbelievable.
I don't know.
Oh, that attack. This is gonna be a really nice riding piece when you get something to replace it for your
And
lot.
I'm out of experience.
Well, that was gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, let's start chucking in some garbage here. Okay.
It's gonna pain me greatly to watch you throw.
Went into
Firestar
attack
artifacts.
percent. Okay. So that's an interesting piece. I would say that's a pretty good Raiden flower, right?
I mean, that's an amazing riding flower.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't have ER on it, which
doesn't have ER,
sucks. But that 21% attack is actually huge. When you think about it, that's half of a main stat.
Yeah.
That's a with 7.4% crit and 10.9% crit damage. Yeah, that's a good piece. I'd leave it on your Yelan for now, but that attack is obviously just wasted.
Okay, so this
on
is
her.
the final build for now. About 28k HP, 60, 120, which is like on ratio, and then 188 ER with a
Yeah, I mean,
with an R3 5 80 out of 85.
this is I would call this a solid mid investment.
Yeah, serviceable.
This is pretty good. I'd say above serviceable, honestly. Like, remember, it's so hard to get great crit stats when you don't have crit stats on your weapon.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
just really, really hard to get those crit stats. And you've got a great ratio. Oh, almost 190% ER in there, almost 30k HP without a what am I trying to say? Almost 30k HP without level 90. That's what I was trying to say. And yeah, I'd say it's a solid mid investment Yelan.
Yeah. A shame. So I'm going to be doing a 2-7-8 split, I guess, for talents.
Why are you doing a 2?
I just don't like the 1. It's just a
Oh my
visual
God.
thing.
Okay, yeah.
I want to get rid of those green
Pains
books.
me greatly to watch people do that. Like, oh no, what a waste.
She's a diligence user, right? Or no, prosperity? It's prosperity, right? I think it's
I don't know. I go based on what the book looks like.
Yeah.
It's got the little leaf on the cover. That's all I know.
Okay, well, I'm gonna chuck everything now into the best book, into the gold books.
All right.
Let's see. Where is her level
It's a
9 burst in
bonus.
skill? Well, I'm crafting the stuff needed for it, so we'll see.
She
Did
deserves
I give
a
her a
crown.
weapon? Yeah, she's on a fav bow. Yeah.
She deserves a crown on that cue. She really does.
Let's see. Where is she?
I'm glad somebody knows in chat like what. I don't know the
what-
names of the
I don't know
books.
what the name of the plant is.
Which
but-
picture is it?
Yeah.
Which picture is it, and which day of the week can I farm it? That's all
Oh
I
no,
got.
I'm also don't have enough lieutenant's insignias. And I'm out of books. Okay, well, her burst is 9. I think that's pretty decent. Her skill doesn't do that much damage, right?
Skill does a fair amount. You'll want to get it to 9. I don't know if you want to crown it, but you want to get it to 9.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I guess this is the investment. This is the build. There's nothing really. I mean, I guess I could eventually build this fab right now. Not
You
eventually.
should build that fab to 90.
Yeah, I didn't expect to have all the resources ready for it. I guess I farmed it at some point, but
Nice.
okay. Well, there we go. Oh
Nice.
god, I gotta get rid of all these 3 stars. Oh,
You should get a little more ER, I think.
yeah,
That's
just
right.
you know.
It's not much. It's not
Hey, every
much.
little bit counts. And you know what? I'm getting my Wanderer's talent effect. So the cost is 50% less. And this is why you pull Wanderer, folks.
Does it apply? I thought it says for ascending. I don't think it actually applies to leveling the weapon.
Well, something was 50% less.
Well, there you go.
61
So that'll take your ER even higher.
So you're saying she's good to level to 90?
She's fantastic to level the 90. You're going to get a fair amount of base HP. Let's see, you're at 28,470. I bet you go over 30k if you take her to 90.
Yeah, well, at 89, she's over 30k.
Yeah, you're gonna get over.
And she is 3261.
Yeah, you and if you look at her scalings, I mean it's a fair amount of extra damage to go up by about 2k there. So very nice, very nice. This is a good setup.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we get to the actual gameplay. only an hour in, but
Yep,
we are getting there.
Building characters on stream is not maybe not the most fun thing in the
No,
world, but we
but
do get to talk about.
We do get to talk about the
artifacts.
character and the unit and.
Well, the thing that I think is nice is to be able to put up a little bit of a relatable situation because everyone goes through this, and most streamers are coming in with, "Look at my pre-built insane artifacts that I've saved for months that are just ready to go."
Yeah, I agree. Well, I don't fully agree, but she is one of the main reasons to play Genshin. Boyana.
Certainly up
I
there.
agree.
She's certainly up there.
So let's see. We're gonna go. So we're gonna do floor 11 first to make Alhaitham look really good with his numbers.
Oh, you're gonna make him look real good.
I'm gonna
yeah.
juice his numbers, and then
Yeah, you are.
Okay. So which side do I want? I think I want him on side 2.
I don't even remember
I think
floor 11 at this point.
Floor 11. Yeah, we want him on side 2. And then what do we? So now the question becomes: okay, where do we throw Yelan?
Well, in floor 11, you can throw her in with Alhaitham if you're going to do Hyper Blue.
Oh, instead of Shincho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think you're going to have as much of an issue on floor 11 with the non situation.
Yeah.
Floor 12, I think it's going to come down a little bit to like what are your setups going to be, right? If you're gonna run Alhaitham on one side, what are you running on the other?
Yeah, so the problem is that, like, you know, normally if I wasn't planning to like show Yelan, you know, I'd probably just do Wander or whatever, right? But the Wanderer needs some sort of protection. I mean, I guess I could replace Bennett, but that's a lot of damage lost.
That would be a huge loss on him.
Yeah. So let's start
Although
this
Yelan puts out a pretty fair amount of damage.
Yeah.
That said, if you're going to run Zhongli with one, then Xingqiu is not particularly beneficial. Ooh, you get the free crit stats. Now you're really going to make his damage look cracked. I mean, if you really wanted to make him look juiced, though, you could play him in a spread team on this floor.
Yeah, I don't know how to play spread, unfortunately. So,
her effects are just so satisfying. She throws the dice. I mean, it's just, oh my! This is a bloodbath.
oh yeah, you wanted to talk about Hyperbloom here?
I do want to talk about Hyper Bloom. So let's definitely talk about the ridiculous, overpowered nature of Hyper.
Right.
So my statement on Hyper Bloom has started to become: I genuinely think it was a mistake.
Like
how strong Hyper Bloom is. Hyper Bloom is absolutely overtuned. When you consider how little investment you need to make to build an incredible Hyperbloom team, it's pretty wild. For example, my Kuki Shinobu, level 90. The only thing that I cared about was throwing EM main stat across the board on her. Technically, I have 4-piece Gilded Dreams, but you could do 2-piece Gilded, 2-piece Wanderers, 2-piece Wanderers, 2-piece basically anything. And she's going to put out every 1 second 60,000 damage just without even trying. That is insane. Throw that in with Nahida C2, and you could conceivably be doing 120,000 per Hyperbloom, because you're going to Hyperbloom 2 of them, and they can be up 60, just over 60k each. It's wild how strong Hyperbloom is. You compare that to any other team where you got to hyper invest in crit stats. You got to get those attack rolls. You got to avoid all the flat damage rolls and flat defense rolls. Months of artifact farming can be bypassed by Hyperbloom. So I play a lot of Hyperbloom. It's fun. I like it. But I think you could tune Hyperbloom down by about 30% across the board on the damage, and it would still be one of the best reactions in the game.
I agree. You could definitely undertune or like nerf it a bit, but I just don't think that's within the design of Genshin, right? Like they don't.
Oh, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, like this is just purely. This is the reason I say it's a mistake, because they don't walk these things back. They have good reason for not walking it back. I appreciate that they're not going to walk it back. What I suppose worries me, and maybe it's not a worry, but what it gave me pause in when I was doing floor 12 of this abyss was going, are they going to now scale this up because Hyperbloom is just so accessible?
I think a lot of players would enjoy that fact. Although I did see some interesting discussion about how this floor 12, which I haven't tried yet, after this is done, we'll get to it, is such a significant step up compared to, let's say, current floor 11, that it would be great if this floor 12 was, let's say, a floor 13, and there was a 12 in between the two.
I would agree with that. Like I've been saying that for a while. You don't need to add a different game mode exactly, but you could add more floors. And yeah, the gap between 11 and 12 on this cycle, you will experience it. It's a massive gap. And even compared to the previous floor 12, it is wildly different. So what my concern is not the difficulty, right? I'm fine with the difficulty. I got my 36 stars. I probably did 50 total resets, and a lot of that was just dealing with the fact that National was getting me killed very frequently. But what I worry about is for people who aren't spending on significant resin refreshes, for people who can't hyper invest, am I going to basically be forced to use Hyperbloom to clear
to meet the damage
12?
requirements?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
like,
now
is
you're
Hyperbloom going to be the only way?
Yeah.
Because after getting my first 36 star, then it starts to become, okay, well, how many ways can I get 36 stars, right? Like how many different teams? And I really enjoy like different play styles in this game, trying out different things, playing different groupings, seeing how it all works together. That was just disgusting what you did to that floor.
It's kind of crazy.
But is it going to get to a point where it's like, well, floor 12, I got to use Hyperbloom. So this is what concerns me about it being overtuned, is that I know they're not going to change it, and the fact that they're not going to change it likely means they're gonna have to balance the game around it, which, probably contributes to something we talked about earlier with Hu Tao. When am I gonna play Hu Tao? I'm probably not, because I would have to hyper invest in her to get to the point where she can do as much as some of my other units are able to do easily. Wow, that was quite the finish there.
Yeah, as soon as you break that core, it's a Regispine, they just melt.
Yeah, they just go down real quick.
Yeah. So now the real let's try Yelan instead of Xingqiu here with Kuki and see if I can handle these beasts in two.
Truthfully,
that's the big one, right?
I'll be honest, you probably can. Yeah, the first half is the one with the beasts.
You overestimate my player skill.
You probably can. No, I say this because I did it.
Yeah.
I did not play Hyper Bloom. I played Spread, so I didn't have Xingqiu in there for
the interrupt
resist.
resist.
Although now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I had Zhongli in there. So.
Yeah. that might help a little bit.
But I did not use Kuki. I used Kuki on the other side. So I had Kuki running with Ayato Hyper Bloom.
Yeah.
With I think I did it with like level 50 at the time, Yao Yao, because I hadn't been able to build her yet. So
yeah, I would have liked to do Yao Yao, but I'm just not there yet in terms of
Yao Yao.
my roster.
So I am in complete agreement with Jeff at the moment. Yao Yao is either the second or third best unit that has come out since Sumeru, like since 3.0.
Yeah,
She is really good, really strong, works really, really well. The only thing I wish is that her Dendro application was a little bit better when she's off field. She's got great Dendro application when her burst, but when you're playing someone like Ayato, it makes it really problematic. So she's not a great Hyper Bloom pair for Ayato, which sucks for me. It doesn't suck for everybody, but it sucks.
I mean, I don't have Ayato, so it doesn't impact me. But yeah, I can appreciate that. Yelan also has a shorter duration than Xingqiu on her burst.
She
Correct?
does. Xingqiu's burst duration is incredibly long.
At
It lets
C2, is it?
sorry, Xingqiu gets burst duration at C2?
I'm not sure which constellation, but at a constellation he gets burst
Yes,
duration.
he does.
Yeah.
He does. I
that
don't
was-
think any of Yelan's constellations give her burst duration.
I see.
There you go.
Okay, so these guys I want to get grouped up. Okay, well, if that Thunder one would get in, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's
this
not
is-
going to get in. Okay.
It's going to just sit out there. Yeah. This floor, like, I would describe floor 12 as the left side is tough and the right side is a pain in the ass.
Well, I have like over a minute here for.
Oh, yeah, you got-
So
You got time.
I think floor 1 is good. I hope.
Yeah, you should be good on one here. These Eremites group pretty reliably as well, so you shouldn't have issues.
Yeah, I wish Farazan didn't have her burst be a stupid triangle, but can't win everything, I guess.
Yeah, you're gonna finish here with plenty of time, which is very nice. Though I admit these Eremites are tankier than you think.
Yeah,
they're
they
gonna
are definitely a little bit tankier than I was expecting them to be.
Yeah.
I'm glad I had room to spare here. It would be cool if you could like bank time, but I guess that would be a little bit too powerful.
That would probably be a little overpowered. There are some floors that they'll put in that are like they're intentional, right? Like you can do it in 10 seconds. And
So this is the one, right?
this is the one. Welcome to hell.
Okay. But because it's two waves, the other guys can't be that tanky, right? Obviously.
Okay. Well, if you convince yourself of that, I'll just let you believe
Yeah.
that for a while. These guys are not bad.
Yeah, see, look, I took it down, no problem.
The big pain is the big one that likes to run off to La La Land.
Yeah.
All right, you got friends now.
Okay, let's get that burst up. Let's get Kooky here. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is getting a little bit more intense than I would like.
Yeah. Ooh, that clutch Kooky healing tick.
Yeah. Okay, let's get things reset here. I am a little bit worried about the Kenkis, right?
Compared to this, the Kenkis were easy.
Well, and there's a dead Kooky Shinobu. Okay. I didn't get her skill off in time. That's a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah. Oof. Yep.
And there's the
beast,
damage falling off. Okay.
The beasts strike again. Yeah, these things are annoying enough in the open world when you're fighting one at a time and they're not this tanky.
Okay, so let's retry.
It's
okay,
it's
so that
definitely
was
worse in here.
That was fine. I think if my Kooky didn't die there, it definitely would have been a wrap there.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's just pay a little bit more attention. Okay, well, as I was saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That didn't happen. We're just going to do a quick do-over
Yep.
here.
No big deal. No big deal.
Yeah. Oh, she can get attacked out of that. I thought that was like an invincible state. When Yelan does her little
Oh no!
dash.
So Yelan is like Yaimiko in that regard. She has no iframes and no knockback resistance and nothing. She is totally vulnerable when she's in her E.
I see. That's good to know.
Yeah, definitely. She is 100% the just pure offense version of Xingqiu, right? Like that's her setup. We are nearing dinner time out here in the Now household.
Okay.
And I hate to leave you on your own.
No. It's fine. I appreciate you coming on, especially when due to unforeseen circumstances, Lion couldn't be here for the whole show.
I've got one quick thing to talk about very briefly while you're working on these beasts that I did want to bring up because I said on the show last time I talked about Al Haytham. I talked about his level of inflexibility, and I want to pull back some of that comment. I want to acknowledge when I'm wrong, right? Because I think it's important to acknowledge when you're wrong. He's definitely got more rotation flexibility than I expected. This concept has emerged of using his skill, his held skill, into his plunge attack as a means of effectively splitting his rotation into two phases, and it works really well. And it really cuts down his ER requirement pretty significantly because you kind of leverage the rest of your team as well. So I wanted to just quickly acknowledge that. Like, he's definitely not as punishing as Tartaglia is when you mess up. It's much easier to recover.
I agree there. And like even at the end of my rotation there, I did exactly what you're saying. The charged attack into the plunge and oh, my shield broke. Wow.
You might get this. It's gonna be real tight.
Yeah, I don't think so. That shield break was really, really rough.
The suggestion I'll give you here is that if you have a way to bring a Kazuha to this stage, to the right side, the grouping that you're going to get from an Animo unit, very helpful on 12-1-2, 12-3-2. and actually somewhat helpful here, even though the Kinkies are pretty resistant to it. Kazuha can pull them okay.
Yeah. Clearly, Farazan is not pulling them.
No, no.
Although Farazan's grouping is not something I'm ever really satisfied with.
That's because it's not good.
No, it's
So
not. It's very not
that's
good.
why you're not satisfied with it. It's kind of like Hazo. Like, you're never going to be satisfied with it. All right, that is the end for me. So I'm heading off to dinner. Thanks as always for having me join.
Thank you for coming on.
Good luck with the rest of the Abyss.
Yeah, hopefully this will be resolved soon, and then maybe I'll do a cleanup.
All right, have a good night, chat.
Bye. Okay, everyone. I'll be doing this solo here, so I will try to step up my commentary game. Yeah, so we're just taking out these triple Kenkis. This time is going horribly, by the way. I'm like a minute over already. So Wanderer team probably not going to be the ideal here, unfortunately. Or I really need to optimize my first half, which I don't think is going to happen. So could be that I swap the teams. I don't know, but I need spread damage. Yeah. So the reason why I'm bringing Al Haytham to the first half is mainly for this fight right here against the algorithm of the semi-matrix oversight, or AI Simon. So let's get this going here. And the primary reason I will show... Oh, don't die, Yelan. So now that he is invisible, you need to do spread damage to him. So I need to find him. He needs to be... So spread damage is when you have Dendro, followed up by Electro. So when those two things activate, you do spread, and spread is what knocks him out of his little invisibility state. Ow. Stop, he's so rude. And then I'll get my Nahida out. I'll get Yelan. Okay, my Yelan is dead. Everything is fine. We're good. He knocked himself out. So we're gonna get 1, 2. After the second of those 3 swords falling down, we'll do his skill. We'll then do 2 more, get the charge attack out. That's the proper Al Haytham rotation, and now we are in our final wave, which is more Eremites for some reason. Okay, let's get the Bennett burst down. There's water coming here. Oh, from this Eremite with the blue circle around her. So I'm just going to charge attack spam for maximum AoE damage. Okay. So second wave is more Eremites, it looks like. These are the summoner Eremite types. You don't actually have to kill the summon to deal with them. If you kill the summoner, the beasts themselves will die. Okay, let's get my Zhongli shield up. Let's get my burst down. Let's see, Bennett, will you get your burst up? Okay, you will. Yeah, that would be cool, Lion, if when Bennett's burst was down... Okay, I don't want to target the ads. You would be immune to freeze, but Bennett's burst is already so strong, it doesn't need even more reasons to be good. Okay, we're definitely going to clear this. I have 20 seconds to kill this one Eremite. So, yeah, the differential between floors 1, 3, and 2 is crazy. 2 is way tighter on its damage and like requirements in general. So let's see if we can clean up that second one a bit. So let's go to start. Let's remove. So we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna have Xingqiu in so for a little bit more uptime, and get Kuki in. And then on my second team. Oh boy, my second team. What do I do for this team here? Triple Triple Kenki. Yeah, Wanderer isn't really doing it. They're too far apart for him. So need to think of a team that works better in that situation. Lion, is there a team you can think of? For part 2? More Beto? I don't have Beto built. Oh, by the way, for Defo people here, good luck on your Sice pulls if you're pulling Sice. Let's see. Floor 2-2 is the beasts plus the triple Kenki. Boy, what could I do? I could do Mono Geo instead. Switch my far. Let me try Mono Geo. So let me go to Goro. Where is my Goro at? Sino. All the supports needed for Sino are gone. they're being used in other teams. Like with no Nahida and no Alhaitham, like my only Dendro units would be Kale, who's not built, Dendro MC, which I'm not going to use, and Yao, which is not built. So can't use Sino there. So let's get the Favbo off of you. Oh, I took your circle. No, I didn't take your circlet. Okay.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate
Where is Xingqiu? Xingqiu, I am replacing Yelan with Xingqiu. I pulled her, and she's being shelved immediately. Only for this though. She might be back soon, but let me try this Mono Geo team. Use him on second half. I could, but I still don't have any. No, I want the interrupt resistance from him. That's why I'm using him specifically on first half instead of Yelan. So in theory, I could put Yelan on second half, but I don't really have anything to go with Yelan. Albedo and Goro. Start. We'll see how this goes. Anyways, the first wave is not important, anyways. So. Yeah, so the main thing with Alhaitham is when you're playing him, you want to keep 3 mirrors up, and his burst will do that right when you start his rotation. And a good way, he loses a mirror every 4 seconds, but a good way to keep track of that without thinking about that is he'll get 2 of his big overhead follow-ups, basically every time, like by the time 2 go off, one of his mirrors will fall down. So that's 1, and then that's 2, so that means you can do another attack, and more rain swords will come down. And that's sort of his flow. So let's get some energy on my Shintro. Let's do this. Let's get the burst down. So 1 of the flying rain swords. I have a mirror down. He's running away. That kind of ruins a lot of things. And I'm going to make sure I have full ER uptime here because I don't care about. I don't care about my time now. Don't I? Shit, he died. Use him on second. When you use his burst, you can quickly swap back to another character and use their skill swap back. Pretty neat. Oh, you're talking about Alhaitham. Yes. It is difficult to execute. Like, you need pretty tight timing. And low enough ping, which is... like, I wouldn't have that ping issue. I tried it on mobile, and it didn't work because... obviously, it didn't work on mobile. But that's a further optimization you can do into his kit. It isn't necessary. He definitely does enough damage without it. But if you want to go that extra step, you can. Oh yeah, wow. Mono Geo is definitely gonna suck for this wave. So. But again, it doesn't matter because we are. We don't need to get perfect stars every floor, like in one run. You can do it in staggered runs. So I already got 3 stars on this floor, so it's locked in. I never need to worry about getting that again until the next rotation. So I can just worry about getting everything here sort of set up so that my second floor clear is as prime as possible. Which basically means just starting off with all my bursts. So farming energy here so that everything is in a clean slate for next round. So we're down to the last wave here, which should be relatively straightforward. Let's finish off these losers. A world join request. No thank you. Bit of an awkward time for that. Let's do this. Let's get Ushi out. I did not want to climb up on my flower. Okay, so what's the best here? Elemental Burst restores HP when you're less than 50% HP, defense plus 80%, or EM. All of these are kind of useful. Well, the EM, I guess, is the most useful. So let's see. Let's get this out. Let's get Shincho's Burst up. Let's do some Rain Swords. Let's get Kuki. Put the Burst down. Okay. Oh no. Okay, that didn't work. I went into Nahida's skill at the wrong time, so they both jumped me. So 1, 2, use my skill. 1, 2, do a charge attack. Okay, switch off, get my buff up, do my burst, switch over to Shincho, get my burst, do some skills, switch over to safety, go to Kuki, go back to Alhaitham, do my burst. I didn't press my burst button for some reason. That's unfortunate because now my rotation is all screwed up. Okay, we're gonna, it's fine, we'll recover. Get the burst out, get some energy. Okay, you're dead. That death animation is going to take a long time. And this is very, very rough gameplay going on right here. Okay, come on. Let's get this going. Let's see. Okay, 8:36, about the same amount of time. Again, I don't care that units are dead because I'm not continuing this. But let's see how Mono Geo fares here. against triple Kenki. I am sort of entering this in ideal conditions for Mono Geo in terms of all of my units have like their burst and full energy. Okay, Ito has taken quite a bit of damage. Is going to get a little bit of healing from Goro's burst, but not enough to be considered reliable. I can... okay, so, and I'm dead. I should have switched off of Ito a little bit earlier there to get the shield back up, but that's fine because this was a very not clean run of the first half, so I don't mind redoing it. Let's get everything running again. I didn't get the proc of Sack Sword. That's very unfortunate. That's going to be a huge loss in ER. Okay, let's get Nahida going. And Nahida is dead. Okay. They got the jump on me. Wow, so okay, I can see their frustrations with this floor.
The Temple of Wisdom. Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword. Our bond is strong.
Here you are. Scatter.
Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home. Rain Cutter, time to act. Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Dissipate. Lightning, Sheriff, sorry.
And Shinobu is down. Okay, so that's not great. Let's see if I can recover.
Flicker. How bold.
No, I can't. I'm going to retry that again. It can be tricky to deal with since their AoEs are triggering Dendo reactions. Yeah, that's fine.
Sharing my knowledge. Let me weave you a verse. Huh? Know my sword. Our bond is strong. I'll settle this.
Oh man,
Oh, welcome back.
I am back. Holy crap. Power's been out for the last hour. That was fun.
Yeah, that must have sucked.
It came back up sooner rather than later,
That's good at least.
estimating 10:30 tonight. So it would have been out for another
Yeah,
few
this
hours.
is not 10:30, so that's a W.
Quite pleased,
Yeah.
relatively speaking. Hello, chat. I've been doing my best to try and keep you entertained and talk
Yes,
to you.
thank you for helping there.
Because all I had was my phone. Oh, man. Okay, so let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? This is second half?
First, yeah. So much better time there. So now it's triple Kenki.
That'll be interesting. Ito definitely has the reach to be able to hit them. It's just a matter of, kind of wailing on all of them together, I think, to make the damage check. So Ito definitely brings the damage. Like, this isn't terrible.
No, for sure. It's definitely like good.
The ice
damage.
guy is being
Yeah.
annoying now.
Yeah, it's just like the lack of any cooperation in terms of grouping.
Yes. But the other floors work pretty well. Especially 12-3.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like, wow, where's all their health? What's going on here?
Floor 11 too. Floor 11 kind of just disappeared. Although that's not saying much. It's floor 11. Wow. Okay, these guys are like really doing a lot of damage here.
The field is damaging your characters.
Oh, that's
Passively.
not fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wish we had a character that did something like that.
Yeah.
That was good. We don't have anything like that right now.
Maybe we'll get one soon.
Maybe. Maybe not. Kind of depends on what they decide to do for,
Okay.
and
So, Mono Geo is not where it's at.
no.
No. I could.
What characters do you have available
Let's see.
for this?
Abandon. Let's start. No, I don't want to do. Okay. So, these are all my units that I have built up.
How built is your Raiden Shogun?
Well, I took artifacts off of her to put onto Yelan.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess technically I could do Ride National on second half.
See. I was gonna say something with good AOE for second half would be good. I
Does
think
Ride
that
National have good AoE? It's more
Zhongling is in the team.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I would say like Raiden National, or maybe if you were running like a Sino team, that would probably be where I would go with this.
I don't have Dendro for a Sino team.
And run something else for first half is what I mean.
Oh.
That would probably be what I would suggest.
I
One of
could
those
I
two
could
things.
run Al-Haytham for second half.
That being said, Raiden
and then-
National could be interesting because I could learn how to play Raiden National.
Well, I don't know how to play Ride National, so we could both learn. But I could just swap my teams. I could do Wanderer first half,
You know-
and Al-Haytham second.
You could play Al-Haytham first half and International second half. Because I see that Tartaglia there.
Yeah, International is definitely a team that I could play. Let's see. If I go to my
Got the
Tartaglia,
Bennett.
he is on
can-
harp. He does have his. Yeah, I mean his build is not good, but he does have a build. Right?
It's a lot of HP.
Yeah.
I can't even. I
wonder
can't even
why.
say anything.
He does have a lot of HP.
Yeah, one of his artifacts is like plus 18 HP percent.
Would be oh yeah, my crit
He
rates
won't die.
Yeah, it would be great on Yelan. Yeah. Let's see. So then if I go to my Shangling, she's on Dragon's Bane, but I could put her on Catch. And then artifacts. I took stuff off of her, I think, to put on Yelan. Yeah.
Just one piece. That's not bad.
I guess I could put this on.
It's very sad that I didn't get to join in the conversation. One thing I did want to ask Nolf about while he was still here was, and I'll ask you, what was your opinion of the event for 3.4? I don't remember if we talked about
which
Lantern
one?
Rite at all last time.
Oh, Lantern
But
Knight?
specifically, I mean the Lisa event.
Oh,
That's what
sure was an event that existed. That's my impression of it.
I see.
Yeah, it had like a cutscene in the beginning, and I thought they were gonna like follow up with it, but it just ends.
Oh, really?
You just do the like after you unlock the actual gameplay part of it, you do the gameplay part of it, and then once you clear the last one, you get the costume, and that's it.
Yeah, that's all I did was I did enough to make sure to get the costume by
Which is all of
getting
it.
all the stuff. There's no like more story stuff or
I don't
anything.
have a quest.
You don't get to hang out with Lisa.
I don't have a quest.
Oh man,
Yeah, the event just ends.
I feel kind of
Which is
cheated now.
odd because it feels like it's building up to anything.
Yeah.
But then the event, no, it just ends. At least as far as I'm aware. Maybe they'll add a quest in later, but it seems like it just ends.
Oh. Well, that's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
I
So
like Lisa. I was hoping she was going to get something cool. And after finding out, what caused her to leave the academia,
yeah, they're a bunch of losers.
I was like, oh man, this is going to be really cool. We're going to get to go on vacation in Sumeru with Lisa. We can crash her class
Yeah, she was
reunion.
like, let's go on dates and stuff.
Yeah,
And
I
like,
was I
okay,
was there
cool.
for that. I
Yeah,
love Lisa.
and then just nothing. Didn't get to hang out with her any. Wrong team.
Like
With the
looking
wrong
back
electro
at
girl.
when I started playing Genshin, which what's crazy is that I started right before
Oh God, I don't even remember how to play it.
Yelan went away when she debuted, which was in June. So it's been, what was that, 8 months, I guess?
Yeah.
And in that time, when I first started, I really liked Lisa's gameplay because she had a very, and maybe this only translates because I've played Final Fantasy XIV so much. She felt like a black mage, where she was this character who was very squishy because her defenses are paper thin.
Yeah.
You
Or you're a turret.
you sneeze and she falls over. But no, not that she's a turret. It's
There have been
the idea that she is a character. Well, yeah, maybe a little bit. She wants to have good positioning so that she'll be able to charge up her big attack. But also, you have her charge attacks. She's got stat mechanics and things like that for enemies, that will help her, do more damage and things. I thought that her gameplay was super, super fun, but when your starting party is Animo Traveler, Amber, Kaya, Noelle, Barbara, and Lisa, you don't really have a whole lot of ways to take advantage of her. And then, of course, eventually Xiangling.
Yeah.
And so she's definitely a character that I want to go back to and build. It's just a matter of when am I going to have the time for that when I've got all of these other characters that I also want to build.
Yeah, that's the
have
biggest problem.
Somewhat wider
that we have
application.
being like new, like still fresh, fresh is the word, but like developing accounts.
Yes.
Is that there's just such a big backlog of units to build.
Mm-hmm.
You have
I
to
think
prioritize
that-
certain ones over others.
I think the thing that we're missing the most, aside from really obvious things like, missing old events, for example, the Cinnabar Spindle for Albedo,
Yep.
etc.
Not mad about that. Nope.
The idea of time.
Mm-hmm.
We lost almost 2 full years of resin and item farming time, for
Artifacts.
like ore,
Yeah.
overworld stuff, whether it's just picking up random crap or whatever. Like we have not had all of the time to get all of that, in the same way that a day one or someone who maybe they started at first anniversary, they would be way ahead of us. I don't think it's necessarily a huge limiting factor. It just means that we're not quite caught up yet.
Yeah, well,
But we'll get there.
limiting in what regard, right? Just in terms of the number of units we can build. It's not like from a gameplay perspective we're limited, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Make yourselves at home. Here comes the cash.
But I will say it would be nice to be one of the people that has every 4-star unit at C6, so that all of those become,
Just
free
extra
wishes,
resources.
like cash back. Yeah. To have had the ability to do, okay, well, I leveled all of these characters up because at the time there wasn't anything else to do. There wasn't anyone else to level. So I've got all of these extra fates and things that I put in. I've gotten, multiple copies of insert standard 5-star character or weapon here, etc., etc. It's just the loss of time,
Yeah.
and you feel it. And you hear people say, "Oh yeah, you know, I did the emblem domain for 6 months straight, or whatever." And it's like, wow,
I've only been playing for 6 months. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Have fun with this gift. Teamwork is
And then, even then, once I can't speak for you, when I started playing, the character that I picked up, my very first 5-star character was Mona, and I got her trying to get Ito. I lost the 50-50, and then I got Ito and Shinobu and Goro. That was a good banner for that particular team comp. And then shortly afterward, Kazuha released, and I went for Kazuha. And I had to try and get through the entire story with these characters that I couldn't build. And I wasted so much time there. I didn't know things like, you know, you should spend your resin every day. You should work on getting these boss materials so that you can do this or this or this, and so on and so forth. You know, I didn't know any of that stuff. And I wish I had, because I could have spent those resources, both the time and resin, more wisely and more efficiently. So I would be doing less stuff like that now.
Yeah, but I mean, there's always going to be a knowledge deficit. Like, you know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And it also depends on the person. Like, I know you like to be on top of things, but you know, probably for me, if someone had told me, "Oh, here's this list of, you know, 300 things you need to do every day," you know, I might have I may have bounced off just completely. Been like, okay, this seems like a lot just to get into. You know.
If someone had told me, hey, you really want to make sure that you use your resin every day, at the very least, just, you know, kill a boss or something like that, I would have done that simply so that, you know, the characters that I was trying to develop, which in the early days of my account, it was Beto and Kaya. Those were the two, and my very, very, very weak Barbara. I would have spent more time, and specifically resin, working on them. You know, I would have taken artifact leveling a little more seriously. I would have leveled some of the really.
You can still take artifact leveling seriously.
3- and 4-star artifacts that I had back then. I would have leveled those a little bit or something.
You can level your artifacts right now.
No, I can't. I literally don't have any artifact XP.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I need to do a ton of emblem farming. But I also need to farm Gilded for Alhaitham. It's hard out here.
Hello, Meru. How's it going?
Okay.
We're just doing cleanup of floor 12 too, so ignore the terrible gameplay that's going on right now. I don't care. I just want to make sure I have full energy for 12-2 later.
You should probably make sure that Yelan has full health.
I see everything.
Yeah, it's the Kenki floor, but I agree. They should. I'll do that.
Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
So many numbers.
Huh?
So, depending on how things go, yeah. How did pulls go?
So pulls went really well. I managed to get a C1 Yelan in 93, 94 pulls, which is well above the average. I was
Yeah,
6
just a smidge.
pulls in, technically speaking, like 6 single pulls in from my Alhaitham pulls. But yeah, like that's about as good as it could go. Yeah. So no interest in the weapon banner currently. Maybe I'll go in, but I don't think I'm going to.
I think you definitely should.
Yeah. So I can
I was
feel your
watching you
pain.
guys do artifacts on my phone. Here, her crit damage is kind of scuffed.
Yeah. But I mean, those artifacts weren't too bad overall.
I forget which one it was that I was watching you put together. It was the
Oh, no,
circlet,
God.
I think, where you rolled
Get
nothing
down.
but crit damage.
Yeah.
That was great.
Wow, screw these dudes.
Yeah,
These
they are
dudes
super
suck.
annoying. What level is your Full of Pavonia, by the way? Or Skyward Blade, whatever the crap it is.
The
For
Bennett
Bennett.
sword?
Yeah.
Max.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Woo!
How do you
That's
like
a
that?
lot of damage.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a lot of damage. How do you like that compared to Sapwood?
It's a lot more ER, which, especially in this team, Bennett wants. Bennett wants as much ER as possible. Because you are not sitting on Bennett. Like, you just want his burst up at all times.
Well, Miro, if we can get to 50 subscribers, Tree Void will definitely go for the weapon banner, 100%.
Yeah. All the way until I get Aqua. No matter what it takes.
Yep.
Ears of the storm. Everybody stand back.
Maybe he'll be lucky, and he'll. Yeah, go ahead. We'll be here. We'll
Yeah.
still be streaming.
I'll take it.
Maybe you'll
Woo!
get lucky,
Holy
and
shit.
you'll
These guys are so fucking strong.
lose one 50-50 and only one 50-50 to Homa,
Only.
and then you'll have a Homa.
Yeah. I mean,
If
who
you
doesn't
put it on
want
that
him?
Hu Tao, then I know that you want to pull.
I love my Hutas.
You sure do. You were definitely defending her pretty hard.
Chomping at the bits.
Yeah. What a great character she is, and super relatable as a.
Funny meme lord, haha.
Ears of the
Yeah, exactly. Hee smile.
Okay, so definitely slower, but not that much slower, about 15 seconds. So hopefully this team...
See what happens.
Make yourselves a move. Our bond is strong.
Busted. Here comes the cat.
Really long invincibility duration. For.
Ooh, nope.
Uh-oh. How bad is it? Oh my god!
Ooh.
Well, the damage was really good.
Yeah.
But then their damage was also really good.
Ooh.
Like, the one Kinky got... that was a huge chunk of his health.
Yeah. And then Alhaitham died instantly. That was
Pretty
not
close.
What I was expecting there.
Have fun with this game. Go in.
The wind rises.
This is why I would like another 5-star shielder. Hopefully that is a thing that will exist.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it would be also really cool if they were a useful element.
So to create a new YouTube account,
Oh, yeah, you
you'll
did
go
this very
to
recently,
the
Lion.
yeah, you'll go to the upper right, and where it says you'll click on your icon, and it'll give you some options, and you're gonna go to switch account, and it'll show you all of the linked accounts that you have for your Google, and you can go to where it says add account, and you can create new accounts, channels, whatever. Our very first subscriber was me.
I think I was the second.
No, you were not, actually.
Oh, damn.
You were like the third or fourth.
Oh, no. I'm not even our biggest fan.
Nope. Our second subscriber was one of my friends,
Oh. Based friend.
who happens to also play Genshin.
Oh, okay.
And I think he played Defo as well a little bit.
Oh. Okay, so this run...
So
Felt like
Blair,
it was going
if you're
better.
watching this, shout out to you.
It felt like it was going better, and then it did go better.
He got He got juggled.
Yeah. Man, C2 Zhongli would be nice, just so I don't have to hold his E.
Fun with this gift. Everybody stand
It would be nice if you could stack shields.
That would be silly. That's too much. No, what this is really showing is that Zhongli's shield isn't strong enough.
Bet you could do this first half with Team Geo.
Mono Geo.
Yeah, there's only 2 enemies for the second half. There's not that many in the first half. You could probably do that.
Yeah. I mean, elemental damage helps.
The fact that they like to stay close together probably also helps.
I will have order.
Like they are on you.
fun with this gift. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Oh my gosh, the Zhongli burst.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they're all grouped up initially, and this dude likes to dash around a lot, then it has utility there in terms of just keeping them stationary. What? Dude,
Oh,
he
get it,
can
get it,
block?
give it.
He
Yeah.
can block? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
You can also break his block if
Oh.
you do
If you keep-
enough, like, I don't want to call it stagger damage, but, you know, something akin to that.
Okay, well, I am not staying in Bennett's circle.
It's sort of like when you're playing Devil May Cry and you do, like, a clash.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Oh, I see.
Have fun with this gift. Let's light it up.
See, like, this is the Bennett problem. Like, even with, like, 200% ER, he just doesn't...
To be fair, the ideal for Bennett is to skill and then you burst while the particles are in midair.
Yeah, so you
So that
catch
you
it.
catch them
Yeah.
immediately after you burst, yeah. And you do two
Here's the sword.
2 skills per burst. Or per rotation, I mean.
Yeah.
These guys are real assholes, though.
Yeah.
Like both of them.
Well, if you...
And
put
all of the
crystal
ones in
down,
the overworld, too.
it would be fine, but he refused to put his crystal down. Because the way it works is once they put their crystal down, you can, like, where the fuck did my shield go? I don't understand why my shield is going away so quickly. So, like, that shield there, if you break it, it puts them in a stun state, and then they take massive damage. Okay, so
So
let's
this
see.
this is probably not gonna
No,
go super well, but it could,
yeah,
given
it
how much you
could.
did the first time.
if I don't die instantly.
Out of my way.
Yeah.
Process of elimination.
I just wasn't expecting to die, like, to take so much damage.
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting to take that much damage either. Like, holy crap. You see that?
Sharing my knowledge.
Yeah, they're taking a lot of damage.
Quietly now.
It would be great if this stupid one would connect with all the others. Like,
I think
come on,
that
my
your
guys.
best bet is probably to get the frost one first, so that he'll stop putting the field down, because that's
tried to.
doing a bunch of damage to you as well.
Well, this was
That was-
taking them
this
down
is
one
way
at a
better.
time. Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah, like
it's
the-
really just a matter of getting the execution down on the first half,
Yeah.
it seems like.
Yeah, because the difference between, like, the first time I got there and the second was 30 seconds, right? And 30 seconds would have been more than enough.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You really like Wanderer, huh?
Yeah. I also think he's very easy to play. Right, like I'm not doing much. Sure.
So what causes these guys to put their things down? Their crystal-
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I think it's just like one of the states that they can go into. But when it does go down, that's when you really go to town there and you just sort of like do a bunch of damage to them.
I see that the bird looks like he's already there. Because more than half of its health is gone. This is very similar to Shiva
This is the
Chaos.
equivalent of Shiva Chaos in that it's impossible.
Yeah. This is closer to that one fight in what's it called?
There's one shield down. So electric
Eden?
should be done.
Where you have to fight Garuda and
Ifrit.
yes, you have
At
to
the
fight
same
them
time?
like together. Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh, what? What? No. I didn't. I thought I killed you. You
Nah.
bastards.
Well, it's not ideal.
Well, that's still a 15% increase.
Frankly, 15 seconds might be enough as well.
Yeah.
Get with me. I'll settle this.
It's just a matter of doing the thing.
It would help if I could see what's happening. Whew. My Nahida took a lot of damage there. That's not great.
Sharing my knowledge.
Gotcha. Take it easy.
Come on, get the burst off.
Not to get
It's the good part about really long burst animations.
Yeah. Oh. Fucking hell. Damn.
Oh no.
Oh, that was the run.
It could have been, yeah.
It could have. Yeah, it really could have been.
Have fun with this game. Teamwork is dreamwork.
The wind rises.
Dare to mess with me? Truth
Right.
keeps its course. Let's light it up.
Phone numbers. Who needs phone numbers? Goddamn communists at Google.
Just make up phone numbers. It's
Yeah.
probably fine. I would give you Treewood's number, but I don't know what it is.
Google knows what yours is.
Does it?
Didn't you have to give it?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Uh,
Maybe it already had mine, and that's why I didn't have to.
come on. Where's your one energy particle? Jesus Christ. Wow.
Maybe Chat GPT can hook people up with.
Yeah.
People are. I'm concerned about this whole AI. Let's make all the AIs do all the things. This is concerning.
I don't know. I saw some movies about it.
Yeah, I saw one too. It was called The Terminator.
Yeah. Things turned out pretty well.
And then there was Terminator 2 Judgment Day, where an even smarter machine came to kill the first machine that people had already killed. So it's like the inferior machine.
Yeah.
And it took the inferior machine plus people to be able to kill the much smarter one. And that's a lot of extra work. Like if they'd set two superior machines, man, they would have been fucked.
Judgment. Judgment is a great game.
Yeah,
Lost
Terminator-
Judgment, not so.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It's the day that they were playing Judgment on stream.
Lightning, powerful.
The process of elimination.
That's probably definitely the plot of those movies.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, you gotta get out of there.
Fuck. You know what? Nahida can do it. Nahida DPS. Let's go.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
She does
Al-Haytham-
apply a lot of stuff.
Al-Haytham like took out all their.
But you see the frost field? You see how much damage Yelan took?
Yeah.
Like, that's what's killing you. 100%. So,
Yourselves a home.
it's definitely a matter of getting rid of that guy.
I'll settle this.
Yeah, I agree. Treewood should try to get the weapon. because you did try your best to make sure we got to 50 subscribers. The effort was there, and I appreciate that.
Just like how me trying to kill the Mongu Genkis means I should get the 3 stars, right?
I mean, math checks out.
Yeah. I mean, if my Alhaitham didn't die there, I definitely... If I didn't lose, I would have won.
Exactly. If people only die when they're killed, that means if you aren't killed, then you don't die.
If I had Aqua, I would have 3-starred.
That's a good point.
Aqua would have saved me.
It is
sure.
a lot
I
of
agree,
extra
yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
That is definitely true. It is a lot of extra damage.
I don't know. I would have lost my HP sand.
Yeah, but you would have gained 88 damage percent. You probably would have had to... You wouldn't even had to have switched to an ER Sands, as a matter of fact. It wouldn't matter.
Why?
Because you have C1.
Yeah.
That helps out her energy generation a ton. Like, a ton.
When are they gonna drop their... Yeah, she actually generates so many particles.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, I do her dash, and then all these particles just throw up out of nowhere, and it's like, wow, this is a lot of stuff going on here.
Well, that's the beauty of Favonius. If you don't have C1, you do that, and you're gonna get... I think she does 5 particles on her skill normally. And then she typically will get the ones off of Aqua. Or not Aqua, I'm projecting. Favonius. But even without that, you can go, much like Xingqiu on Sacrificial Sword, you can skill burst, skill.
I should do it. Come on.
You can
Come
catch
on.
the
What the...
particles
Okay, there we go. Okay.
for both things before you finish the burst animation, which is great. You gotta get the one on the right.
Oh, this dude.
The blue one.
Yeah.
Like, you see
Run
your
away,
health.
run away. No. This is so stressful. And they're so far apart. Like, dude, come on.
You don't even have to do all of that.
Huh? Well, I want to tag them all, don't I?
You don't really need to.
Oh.
It's good for the damage, but being alive is probably more important. But you definitely have the ability to get this.
Yeah.
Like, it's there. Oh, you're so close. Oh, come on, come on, come
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Get it, get it. Oh, yes.
Yeah, there we go. Let's go. Yeah, there. See, easy. First try.
I'm a master tactician.
Oops. Yeah, easy. First try.
Did you just knock your microphone over?
No, the drawer on my desk sometimes it falls out, so it has to be like knocked into place. Yeah, easy. There we go. That is what pro Alhaitham gameplay looks like, everyone.
So, you pulling for the weapon or for C2? I feel like it should be weapon.
Oh God, I keep doing the wrong thing.
It is annoying how it makes you come back in here to claim
Claim
the
reward.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know what a constellation does.
Constellation 2 is an extra 14% HP damage when on every other like burst wave. It's kind of similar to how Xingqiu's burst works.
Yeah, so it's just
where
more
you-
damage.
Yeah. But it's also more hydro application as well. It's kind of similar. You know how Xingqiu's C6, he goes 3-3-5 for the rain swords? This is sort of similar to that, except without 3 waves. It's just 2. think it's 3-4, 3-4.
Wait.
But then Aqua Simulacra is all of that damage. Also, the stream has crashed.
Oh, that's
Not
weird.
the stream, but the game.
Okay.
Where's
Is
the
it fixed?
picture?
Let me.
Yes, we're back.
Okay.
We're
Cool.
on the thing.
There have been
I don't know. What do you think, Miru?
Yes. I'll just
C2 or Aqua? Well, if I go for Aqua, I could like get to Homa along the way, right? And that's good too. Aqua is pretty. That's true. Let's try it. And I can use it on other people.
Okay. Here we go. Before you do anything.
Yeah. I did one pull, by the way.
Let's let chat decide. Really hope I did that correctly. There we go. I did.
After I did a pull,
Yeah.
you didn't warn me.
Academia are prime examples.
Oh man, weapon is coming in hot.
Yeah.
Weapon is coming in hot.
Whatever.
Should I say that? But oh, we're at 2 votes now.
There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess.
We're gonna keep going
Just
with the
have to
weapon.
reject them all.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
Weapon believers, that's right.
Okay, we're gonna skip. Oh yeah, woo! That's a great 4-star we're getting there.
I hate being behind.
Refresh your stream.
That's also a good point. I didn't even see what it was.
It was Yanfei.
What constellation is she up to?
Too high.
PC is a big fan of C4 Yanfei.
Yes. Oh, sorry. No, my Yanfei is C6. Sorry, it was a Xinyan.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
any
wow.
number of constellations.
What
too many.
what are these pulls?
Barbara?
And the racist swords. Okay. Let's go.
It's sad how the racist weapons look really... Well, they're not racist. They look really cool, but they're not that great.
No.
They're a little too narrow. They could be good if you were running a like a national team with Xiangling, Xingqiu, and then like maybe you're doing Chongyun or something like that.
What do you mean, bot? I did some exploration. Yeah, I had all these chests in front of me. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is gonna be it, right?
All right, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Will Trevoid get Aqua Simulacra before I use? Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Woo! You know what though? I am kind of upset. I didn't get a single Fav sword.
Madge.
No fucking way.
Omega Madge.
The scribe's work is simple, which is exactly why I took the position.
Okay. I think
Wait.
And people say the weapon banner is a scam and a trap. What are you talking about?
yeah.
Good players get the weapon.
Good players get the weapon. I think today has been a pretty good Genshin pull day overall.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Well, there we go. I got a Homa and an Aqua.
I'll just have to reject them all.
Oh, and my epitomized path stays. It doesn't reset.
It's because you got the Aqua first.
Oh. Damn, I should have said Homa. C2?
Yeah, thank you, Miro.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Actually, thank you. I wouldn't have done this without you. Yeah. Do I go for C2? No, I'm not going for C2. Because, yeah, no, I don't know enough. No. Wow, those were pretty good pulls. I think I'm pretty satisfied with that. Now I have weapons to build, I guess. So I'm not happy about that part, though. Let's see what my Xinyan became. Oh, it's a C4 Xinyan now. So you can go for C. Yeah, her C1 is kind of crazy, actually. I didn't think it would be quite so good.
Book learning alone
But
is
I didn't realize how many particles she had, so...
all those scholars.
But now that means I need to give her an ER sand, right?
No,
No.
because you have C1.
Yeah.
She can she can skill twice
But
in a rotation.
her ER is going to go down to like 130.
Yeah, that's fine. Probably. Because she gets so many particles. You'll have to you'll probably basically what you want to do is you're going to want to have
She needs
a little
140
bit more
ER.
subs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I definitely have better pieces that I could do that lean more to ER, but we shifted away from those because we were looking more for the crit substats.
I guess.
looking at my Yelan, let me look at my little card here.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
run
I've
out of
got
weapon
100.
EXP.
I'm just under 150. I have 149%. On Aqua with what am I running? HP Hydro HP, and her burst is always up.
Well, my size pulls in Defo, I didn't get her FR on the free pull, so I think that balances out with Genshin luck. Would you agree, Lion?
Yes.
Would you trade those?
Yes, I would absolutely trade good size pulls for your luck on the weapon banner specifically.
What do you mean it doesn't trade, Meru? What do you mean? Come on, it's pretty close, yeah, you know. Let's see. So what do I need? I need stupid, terrible Spectre stuff.
You don't need that much. What you do need is the black
Weapon
serpents.
EXP?
You know the
Yeah.
enemies
Dark
below
Stench.
the
In
chasm.
the chasm, yeah.
Yeah, you need those.
Wait.
And
What
you
is
need...
Homa build or cost?
You know, I don't know. Let me look. I have my planner open.
I mean, you have a second Homa, right? So really, you have better. Your pulls went better
Man,
than mine.
I
Lion.
don't like that. Homa uses the Abyss Mage drops.
Oh no! I hate that.
Why?
Because I used all my Abyss Maze shit to level up Bennett's Skyward Blade.
Oh.
I have none. Yeah. Oh, and I'm out of weapon EXP. That's great. I'm
See,
also
look.
out of resources to build my thing, so...
See, look, you've got the ley line branches right there. You're fine. You're fine.
What ley line branches?
They're in the shop.
Which is exactly
Yeah, not enough. I also don't have the weapon EXP, so yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Cool, so I don't have to worry about the Favbo problem anymore. I avoided it because I have Aqua. Yeah, okay. So I think that about covers it. Thank you for stopping by, everyone who popped in during any point in the stream. And thank you, Meru, for showing up, being my good luck charm. both in my weapon banner pulls and for clearing the abyss. That was very exciting there. Alhaitham does a lot of damage. Alhaitham Hyperbloom does a lot of damage. Like they melted through those Magu Kenkis so fast compared to everything else. Lion, were there anything else you wanted to add before we log off for the evening?
The only good part about having two Staff of Homas is that I can put one on Candace and I can build Candace because I think Candace is really cool. And now that Yao Yao, she's apparently pretty cracked with Candace, the potential for some kind of cool build is there.
Are you gonna put?
And I
Yao
still
Yao
have a
on
Homa for Rosaria. So.
Put Yao Yao on Homa.
No, I won't be doing that.
Rip. Poor Yao Yao.
Yao Yao can stay on Fav.
Or Dragon's Bane, right?
No.
Why? Doesn't she like
No.
EM?
No. Yes, maybe. I don't know how the team works. I need to look into that. But no, I'm planning on probably going HP for the healing and stuff.
Oh, she scales off HP for her healing.
Yeah.
Well, maybe next stream, I can do a Yaya showcase.
I'll stream next time. Who
Okay.
knows?
Yeah. Why not? I don't have to always be the one doing the streaming.
Yeah, I
you
figured
can
might
get your
appreciate
ass
the break.
blown up
Yeah.
on stream too.
I need to invest in my artifacts more.
Yes, you do. need
You've
to
seen
invest
what they look like.
more? I think you mean at all.
No comment.
Okie doke. Well, yeah, I think that's it for us. So have a good rest of your evening, everyone. And we will be back later, maybe next week, maybe in the interim as well. We are experimenting with different stream schedules and different games, so things are still up in the air. But yeah, that'll be it for us. Thanks for stopping by, and have a good rest of your day/evening. Bye-bye.